Find the slope of the line passing through the points -8, 7, and 8, 7. This is the beginning of information that Algebra 2 is founded on. Let's get into it. All points, coordinate-wise, are in the format of x, comma, y. If you have 2 points, your first point is just x1, comma, y1. Your second point is x2, comma, y2, so on and so forth. The equation for finding the slope of a line varies depending on what information you're given, but if you're given 2 points, the slope of a line, which we call m, is equal to the change in y over the change in x. To simplify that, that just means given your 2 points, your slope is just y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This is the formula of a slope given 2 points. That's it. If you look on a graph, and I have point 1 and point 2, slope is rise over run. How far up or down did you go over how far left or right you go. Since up and down is related to y, that's what we call our rise. And since left or right is related to x, that's what we call our run. Your slope is positive if from the left point to the right point you're going up. Your slope is negative if you're going down. So your slope will always be either up or down and then to the right, never to the left. So with all that information down, let's do these problems. 2 points, -8, 7, 8, 7. Again, that's x comma y, x comma y. It does not matter at all which point you call x1, y1 and which point you call x2, y2, so long as you keep the pairing the same. So I'm going to do it. This is my 1s, this is my 2s. So I have y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And so I get 0 over 8 plus 8, because the negative minus the negative is addition, at 0 over 16, which is just 0. My slope is 0. Your slope might sometimes be a fraction, but it doesn't always have to be a fraction. So my slope is simply 0. For the second problem, I have 7, -3, 9, -9, -3. Same thing. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Negative minus negative is an addition, so -3 plus 3 is 0. -9 minus 7 is -16. So my slopes are 0, plain and simple. And that's how you do problems like this. All you gotta remember for any of these type of problems with 2 points is the slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now that you know that, here's the cheat code. The topic is called finding the slope of a horizontal and vertical lines. Horizontal lines do, as I was taught, have no steepness. Your slope is steepness. If I graph both these lines, it will look like this, just flat lines. As such, my slope is 0. So if you're ever asked to find the slope of a horizontal line, it will always be 0. However, if the line you're given is vertical, that's undefined. That's to say that if you do the slope math and you end up dividing by 0, that's what we call undefined. So watch out for when you do the slope math and you end up with a divided by 0, your answer is not 0. your answer is undefined. And that's it. So to drive home the cheat code for this particular topic, and remember, this is for any 2 points. It works for any 2 points finding the slope. This cheat code only works if you are completely 110% certain that you're dealing with a vertical or a horizontal line. If your x's are the same, that is undefined. Why? Because if I put it into this formula, I'll end up with the number minus itself, which is 0, and you can't divide by 0. So your slope is undefined. If your y's are equal and your x's are not equal to each other, that is just 0. So if your x's are equal to each other, doesn't matter if your y's are or not, it's undefined. If your y's are equal to each other and your x's are not equal to each other, your slope is 0. And obviously, if your x's and your y's are equal to each other, it's just the same point, which would still count as undefined because you'll end up with 0 over 0. So for this particular topic, that's all you have to do. So for this one, my -4 and -4 are the same, the 2 and 7 aren't, so I know that my slope is 0. And this one, my 4 and my 4 are the same, my x's are equal, so it's going to be undefined. And that's it.